Creativity is born of limitation. Necessity is the mother of all invention, and if you ask any old musician how to get the best guitar tones, they'll tell you to plug straight into the amp and that tone is in the hands. The modern approach, however, is to have every possible sound programmed, recalled from a bank of digital presets while tap dancing away on a floorboard effects processor right under your feet. And the more patches and models and profiles that I encounter, it makes me question, did those old guys have it right all along? This is John Wines. You might know him as the old grey guitarist across social media. John is an extremely capable musician. He's a music teacher from the south of England and a semi-finalist on America's Got Talent, having received a standing ovation, calls for an encore, and even a thumbs up from Simon Cowell, which is high praise from that miserable old bastard. John is equally at home whittling away with high gain as he is plucking around on a clean tone. He's got an old school rock sensibility, and while I went into this video thinking I'd be educating him on the benefits of the latest solid state offerings from Orange Amplifiers, I ended up learning a lot more from him regarding just how much flexibility a player can have by simply using the controls under their picking hand.
Right, so I don't know what the hell's going on here because Charlie just dumped this on me an hour and a half ago. And I'm not really sure what we're going to do. But Colin, you know all about this.
I do. I've had an opportunity to play through these 3 baby amplifiers. Prior to this, I used them in a live context with a band, a 3-piece covers act in a venue.
Okay,
I've had them turned up loud, tested them out, and I've found out exactly what these are capable of and who would be best suited for each of these amps.
Yeah.
You know, what applications you want to do. Yeah. So I'm going to try and guess, let you play these and guess which of the 3 would be your favourite.
Right, okay.
So I'm gonna have to take a look at them. I'm gonna take a look at you.
I'll have the orange one.
Right, I've locked in a guess, and we'll find out at the end. At this point, I've identified the Gain Baby as John's perfect amplifier. But let's see what he thinks. Just a general overview for you and the audience.
Yes.
These are all small, portable, solid-state amplifiers, 100 watts. They're about 3.5 kilograms in weight. They come in a little carry bag, which makes it dead easy to take into a gig.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all solid state, all transistor.
Yeah.
But it's all discrete components, JIFETs, and it's the same kind of circuit topology that you would find inside a valve amplifier.
Right. Okay.
So your class A preamp, your class AB power amp.
But there's no valves.
But there's no valves.
There's no valves.
Yeah, so you get a very similar kind of sound and response that you would expect, but just in a much more portable package. They're all 2-channel. The channels differ between each of them. They have an effects loop, so you can put your pedals into the back end. Yeah. They have an XLR, so you can take out a direct sound. It doesn't have a cabinet IR emulation or anything like that, but you can always apply that afterwards. And the other thing is they're just very, very loud. And foot switch control. They all have some access to foot switch for changing channels or changing volume levels.
Oh, change volume.
Some of the amplifiers have a double volume on the gain channel, which lets you step in, lift up the level for a solo.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, it's what you should, all amps should have anyway.
Yeah.
You should always have a volume lift. You know, there's no question about that.
It's especially useful for the guys who just go straight into an amp and don't have the pedals.
Yeah. Which sometimes I do. So this is our 1 channel, and that's our 2 channel.
So there's a little line separation. You get the clean, and then you got the dirty. And if you're familiar with like the Orange Rocker Verb, or perhaps the Super Crush, the solid state one they did, this is very similar gain channel to what's in that. It'll go light crunchy all the way up to like big rock, saturated stuff. Yeah. And what's great about the clean channel on these is that you have a VCA compressor built in, so you don't have to have a separate compressor on the floor. Any pedal. If you're using single coils and you're getting those high transient spikes, those volume spikes, the compressor will just cut that down. Little LED.
What's VCA?
Voltage controlled amp, I think is what it stands for. Right. It's a particular electronic topology that they use to create a compressor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can put all the nerd stuff up if people want to find out about it. But
just hit the pedal and it works.
It's a very convenient way to make a compressor, a good quality compressor for this kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah. VCA uses side chaining to convert a copy of the input signal into a control voltage, which is used to set the attenuation level of the compressor's amplifying circuit. It's a great compressor topology because it's pretty convenient to implement and gives a compressor that kicks in fast. You'll hear just how quick and snappy the clean tones are when John starts playing some funky disco lines in just a moment.
bassy, and that
Yes,
bass is not.
oh yeah, we can pull that out.
Yeah,
actually.
no. I actually do like a heavy bass. You know. It's always there. Oh no, that's me. I just like the back volume
back it off
of
of
it
it, yeah.
to see how good the things
Absolutely.
clean up because I'm too old-fashioned. You know. Well, yeah. When I first started playing, that's how you could. That's the only way you could do it. It's my volume boost. There was no volume boost pedals, so cleans up really nicely. Be interesting to see if it does it on the dirty channel. But nice and clean.
And very tight in its response as well.
Yeah, it is. It has got that kind of compressed, you know, sort of snappy.
Yeah.
Which in. Which is nice kind of snap, but
Yeah.
that's where you have to have a compressor.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
keeps
playing
it
disco stuff sometimes in weddings and what have you, you know. Actually, I don't mind. In all fairness, I actually don't mind. I quite like being.
I like
I
a bit of
Will
disco.
Survive.
I love a bit of yeah.
It's one of my favourite ones to do it. I mean, the favourite bit is obviously in the middle when I hit the button and then I, whittle away. It's a great one. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right.
Just chuck it right in.
A compressor's one of those things because people say, "What does it do?" Right, play with it. Now turn it off. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, well, there you go. That's what it does.
That's what it does, exactly.
That's what it does. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know how it does it. It's wizardry as far as I'm concerned, but it just don't turn it off. As long as I have little yellow buttons on, I'm happy. And that's the great thing, obviously, about transistors. You do. It's got that nice.
It's fast. You don't get any of that sag that you get off of it.
Sag.
Would you like to switch into the dirty channel and see what it can do?
Go home, yeah.
We'll start with the gain down quite low, and then show you the range of that as it comes up.
Right. Just that edge of break. It's loud, man.
And then we can push it even.
Wow,
We can push that right back down. But we're only on.
What? Is that the volume?
Yeah, we're only on 2 or 3 there. There's plenty of flexibility on especially on the high end because you've got both a treble and a presence control here.
Oh, okay, we've got presence.
So
as well.
you can balance out the brightness because they can get very, very bright.
Yeah. That's quite a nice crunchy. What's the gain on there?
The gain's it's about 3/4 of the way up. It can go.
Yeah.
That's it back full. See how it cleans up. So you put the gain back to a sensible level, and then
yeah. So about 3/4.
Yeah, something about there. Something about there.
This just and if I do that, that's an acceptable clean sound. But that's all we had. That's all we had to do. That's all we could do is just back the volume off, which nobody ever seems to do anymore.
No.
They don't seem to understand.
They don't want to use that. They don't use their hands in the control that's right at their hand. They want to use something on the floor. It doesn't make sense to me either.
I don't like dancing. I don't like dancing. I just don't. I've always, you can't get out of old habits, because literally that's all we had. Cool.
So that's pretty much what that does. And I'm fairly impressed with just how well it cleans up and responds in
that's
that
what
way.
I
Yeah,
like.
it's what you'd expect an amplifier to do.
It's what you'd expect a valve amp to do. Because that's one of the main reasons for having valve amps. You know, is because they do clean up and you have more of that compression when you whack it right up. Okay, that's why, you know, I've been using valve amps for 42 years. Is it there? I think with certain things it is, yeah. I think so. But of course the convenience. And the biggest one, because I don't think there's anyone who's been gigging as long as I have, has never had a valve amp go ping, little blue valve at the back.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay, here we go again. You know, it's the reliability.
Yeah, so these should never need serviced.
Oh, no.
And, you know,
There's no bias in this.
There's nothing to wear out in the same way that there is in a valve amp, and it should just keep working.
That's, you know, one of the main reasons for going to transistor or MOSFET or whatever they call it nowadays. But yeah, so reliability is huge, you know, and it really is. And you know, valve amps, especially older ones, you know, I've got an old Fender one, which, you know, yeah, it doesn't go out anymore.
There's always the fear of if I use this and push it too hard, and I have to send it to the tech, and it's going to cost me money.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's a money thing.
Last time I got revalved was £230.
Oof.
How much are these?
I think there's somewhere, if I remember correctly, there's somewhere in the £500 range.
Are they?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. So half what I paid to have a revalve. Or twice as much.
Yeah, twice as much. So yeah, when you think about how much a valve amplifier costs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the occasional having to buy new valves, get it serviced, get it biased, all those things.
Does. Yeah. Every few years.
It's really good price on those.
Interesting there. Oh no, sorry, that's dirty clean. I thought for a minute I'm used to Sue switches. I thought it was a standby switch, which apparently is not any use anyway.
We certainly wouldn't be in a solid state amp like this. There's no purpose for them. But even in a lot of valve amplifiers, they don't need to be there, especially as a valve rectifier. Yeah. Because it has a slow start anyway. It takes time for the rectifier to heat up for the plate voltage to eventually get dumped on the power valves. Yeah.
Yeah, but I only found that out here last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I've always been told you must put it on standby and you must put it power amp first, and you know what have you. So that's.
But if you think about all the devices that used to use valves, like jukeboxes, radios, televisions, whatever, none of them had a standby switch.
None of them had it.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's just what you've always been told, and quite interesting. Yeah, that was a bit of a revelation for me. This is the clean channel.
Well, that's where this one differs.
Well, I was going to say that's not a clean, is it?
No, the Jewel Baby.
Oh, this is the Jewel.
This is the Jewel Baby. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So what this does is gets rid of that clean channel.
Okay.
So there's no clean channel in this one.
Right.
Channel A is a very similar drive channel to what was in this, and channel B is a more modern, higher gain. Tighter, almost like a metal kind of distortion.
Right.
So it's a good high gain lead thing that's just a little bit tighter and a little bit more focused than channel A.
Right. So we are on.
We're starting on channel A. It would be a case if you wanted to clean, you have to do the back off the volume trick.
Yeah. See if that's gonna. Please, you see this one here, all right? I know it's got volume on it, but it kind of does a bit more than volume. It cleans up your signal, seriously. And the amount of students that I have to say, you've got it, use it. It's so important to use it.
Because that's the first thing in the signal chain coming into the amp. It's really working almost like a gain control. Because it
is.
Because when you knock off the level from there, there's less for the amp to push, so it doesn't ever get into the level of distortion.
But it's so lost nowadays. Everything's up and you're missing out on. I think you are anyway.
That's lovely.
Yeah, and that is kind of clean. And it's all at your fingertips. There's no dancing on any pedals. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, I like it.
And then we can switch into channel B, which is just.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's right. So
which is, and you can hear the hiss change.
Yeah, well, you're bound to, man.
You hear that hiss change, and you can just hear it, that a little bit brighter and a little bit more sizzly. So that gives you a sensation of what it's going to be like.
But again, that's clean.
Yeah.
But with the attack,
Yeah.
it does mimic what a valve amp will do.
You're enjoying that.
Yeah, I am actually.
And I can't even tell how low the volume is because it's shaking the room, but it's not very high on the volume control at
I'll
all.
tell you what that reminds me of is being at Guitar Summit last year when I went into the amp room.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and they let me put up a high watt 50 watt on full.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that shook the building. That did. But it's that it just makes you play a different way. Do you know what I mean?
I feel that there's that low end response. You're feeling things move. You're feeling the vibration of it.
Yeah.
It gives you a different energy, a different attitude to the way you play.
But you want that when you play live anyway.
Yeah.
You want the wind between your legs. You do.
No.
Because it's that kind of spurs you on, you know. But yeah. So and what's the gain? That ain't even halfway, is it?
Halfway, not even halfway on the game. We were going to push this, and I'm going to push this quite far up. I'm going to push the volume down a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, good idea,
because that was absolutely definite, and it was literally on 2. The volume was on 2.
Yeah, and that's kind of. I mean, I'm offset from the amp as
Yes.
well. We're offset. We're both offset from the amp. What's the cab?
What's
What's in there?
I think this will be a 112. I have no idea what the speaker is, but it's a closed back Orange 112.
So it's not a big cab. It's
No.
not. It's not.
This isn't like a
412.
huge 412 thing, but I've found that this is a bit kind of an oversized box for a 112. A lot of 112 cabinets tend to be a bit smaller than this.
Yeah,
but
they
you get a lot of projection, a lot of sound from a small combo.
Open back
small cabinet.
I wasn't gonna play it. That was an
I'm
accident.
gonna chuck you out.
Good, I'm gonna get me tea. Right, yeah.
I just had to check there that we were still on the distortion chart. The fact that it went so clean.
No. That's right, and that's what it should do. That's what I like, you know. That really is, you know. If I put it on the in-between sounds.
Yeah, so that was a Jewel Baby.
Jewel Baby. Still again, 100 watt, yeah.
100 watts, yeah,
All
same,
100s,
all 100 watts,
yeah.
all that's the same between them. Now that we've had all that distortion, we can move on to the Gain Baby.
Have I got to drop D now?
Wow, well, we'll see how you feel when we get there. So this gets us back into a clean channel again.
Oh!
Yes, that's what you don't expect from the name. Is Jewel Baby has the 2 distortion channels, so technically it's more distortion.
It's that and that?
Yes, clean channel from this.
Yes.
And then this kind of second heavier, tighter channel here. But this time we've got the volume, foot switch volume and things like that back in this. But so yeah, so we'll start with a clean channel there again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't realise we were quite that loud. Okay.
No, nor did I.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show what you can. Snappy.
Yes.
Is it more or less the same channel?
I think it's pretty much an identical channel because it's still got the compressor there. And all
Right,
this,
yeah,
but
yeah, we've still got the compressor.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, isn't it? That's cool.
It's got that low end response thing that just really works
yeah,
out.
it's just crying out for it. Whoops, I don't want to break it. Oh, I don't think it was up then either. Why do you need a pedal?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me, Colin, why do I need a pedal?
You don't.
Why do I? No, I don't.
You don't. When you've
Please,
got
you
that
don't need
touch
a pedal,
sensitivity, that's
you know.
all you need. Well, a good player doesn't necessarily need
No,
anything on the floor.
no, not at all. No.
The guitar gives you all of that control. You just need to unlock it.
Can't remember the rest, otherwise I play it. Yeah.
And down
I've
one.
played 9 years, so I'm not. I'll make an idiot of myself, you know. How are we on the game?
Just over halfway.
Oh, crikey.
6, yeah.
Really?
Do you want to push it further?
Ah, go on.
Go on, get.
too hissy.
It's
not
it's
bad.
It's not bad. A noise gate would just take that out completely.
It's not
Compared to
bad.
where the volume is for this
Yeah.
for the signal, how loud it can be. That's not a huge noise floor.
If you had like a distortion pedal with that much gain, chances are that would be noisier. Come up with a new song.
That'll be a hit.
All right, I don't think so.
Nah, not worth it.
Nah, not worth it, man. No, it's no good, is it?
I'm really, really impressed by that.
That's all right. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool, isn't it?
I can tell so much you're enjoying that. And
No, it is.
And what
It
I love
is.
about that is when you roll it in, you can sense the impending danger.
It's like
You really get a
yeah.
sense of, oh, something's coming here.
Yeah, it's like yeah, you're okay there, yeah, you're enjoying that. Yeah, or just wait on me, you know. False sense of security, that's the word I'm looking for.
That's it.
That's
Guys,
all you need.
play with your knobs more often.
Oh, absolutely, that's all you need. That's all you need. It's just that volume control. I've not really lost, and also nice and clean. Hit it harder. It's playing to what you do. That's what sets everybody apart, because this is the biggest touch sensitive instrument there is. Now, if you've got 10 piano players and you tell them to play 3 notes, they're all going to sound pretty much the same. And I'm not knocking the piano. I love the piano. I wish I could play. You give those 3 notes to a guitar player and one would go. There's so much you can do, you know. No two will ever sound the same. They can't do, you know. Vibrato is your DNA of all guitar players, as B.B. King used to say. And he was right, you know. So, but you need something that's going to react to what you do. And, you know, has it all been done? Has it? Probably, pretty much. You know, we've only got 12 notes. So it's not necessarily what you play, it's how you play it and how you feel on that particular night. You know, some nights it sounds like a bag of spanners.
Most
falling
days
down
I
the
can't play
stairs.
at all.
You know, but other nights when you just feel it, and that's when you need that nuances to get out of your playing. You need to do that. That's what sets people apart, is being able to just take that note and interpret what you're feeling. Gary Moore always used to say you could tell the mood of someone by what they played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by how they play it. And I kind of get that. I really do. You could say, well, he was pretty angry when he did that. Whenever I've tried out amps, and that's quite a few over the years, there's not many brands that I haven't tried out. That's what I always do. I always play with the volume control, because that's my benchmark for how good something is.
It gives you a real sense of what the amp is capable of at all all levels and all ranges.
And dare I say it, ugh, after spending a fortune on one, the modelers, that's the one thing that I have found that it hasn't really achieved the same, you know, it hasn't really, I mean, it's going to get there, you know, because they are, it's to a degree, yes, but it's nowhere near as good as doing that. There's no question about that. Look, I've got no pedals, I'm straight, that's it. I've got a guitar, a lead, okay, and always get a good lead, guys, and that's for sure, you know. Into that, that's it. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, I don't know how much the cabs are, and if they're about 500, what's that, 250?
Oh, could be more. That. Could be. I have no idea the prices.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not going to be that expensive. No. It certainly won't be. So you've got a really good rig that you can, you know, if you learn to use your volume pot.
Well, that's it.
You know, you can see what's possible. There is nothing else in line. Look, there you go. There's my lead.
Yeah, it really is straight into amp. I'm going to have to come back to my guesstimation, what I had predicted for you, which was your favourite, because when I first thought of it,
right,
I was thinking about you, and you're an experienced guitarist. Yeah. You've been around, you know exactly how to play. Yeah. And I've seen you rip some incredible solos and lead lines, and you like, you know, getting those sounds. I heard you do it earlier on. So I knew that probably that high gain channel, you were going to enjoy that. Yeah. And I initially thought the Gain Baby would be your favourite to match with the clean channel. But after this discussion and seeing how much of the rolling back and the volume control and how well you're able to control clean to distortion through just the hand action, I think the Dual Baby is maybe the one for you, where you've got the two flavours of distortion and all the cleans from your hands.
It would definitely be between the two. Yeah. It would definitely be between the two. If I had that one, if I'm absolutely honest, which I always am, I'd probably put a Tube Screamer in as well. Okay, because I don't know how many of them I've got now. Which ones I used today? So maybe it would lead me to that one. If I was gigging, because I don't know. It is between the two. It certainly is between the two. I think I might go for that one. The bottom one.
The Gain Baby. To get the pure clean channel.
Yeah, but also because you've got that little bit more gain, so I wouldn't need a pedal.
That's true. And with this one, you've also got the foot switchable volume, which isn't in the Dual.
Oh,
and
right.
If you're gigging, so that maybe is making your decision for you as well.
Right. So where's that? So that's where we got.
Well, there's just two volumes here that can be set, and we don't have a foot switch kicked in.
Oh, I see. There's right.
Yeah, so there's two volumes. You set them at two different levels.
Then in which case, that would sway me to that one. Yeah. Because for solos. Yeah. Yeah, I can get as much out of that, but if I was already on a heavy kind of track anyway, just to give it that bit more, then I probably would go for the bottom one. Sorry, what's that?
Yeah, the Gain Baby.
Gain Baby.
I should have stuck with my first guess. I was right the first time.
It never changes. You should never change. You should know that.
That was the wrong thing to do.
You know what you like. If you're playing live and you're thinking, now what's coming? Oh no, what's coming next? Whereas if you forget about it, you just play it. Yeah. Because that's always the worst thing. That is always the worst thing. You start thinking about what you're doing, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You are in big trouble. You know. So, yes, I probably would, definitely because of that feature. I think that's a feature, in my opinion, and I've said that. It's why I bought my Big Boogie years and years ago, because it had a foot switchable solo on it as well. So it had that overall bang, and that's what swayed me towards that. So, but you know, you don't have to. You can still use the volume pot and whatever. It depends what you're doing. But yeah, so I personally think that would be mine. Certainly at the bottom. You know, we've got lovely clean, and there's no reverb. There's nothing. So I can really see that with, you know, and everybody's got a reverb pedal anyway.
Yeah, and to reiterate, these all do have an effects loop on the back of them.
Yeah, so that's right. Which is
you can throw reverbs and delays in there and really fill out the sound that way.
Which is where it should be, anyway. Yeah, no question about that. So yeah, that's I've got to be honest. I love the way it cleans up. Yeah. Now, see, to me, this is now at least a 3-channel amp, not a 2-channel amp, because you can clean up that dirty one as well and just get a crunch on it. and then whack it with the foot switch as well onto your solo, so you've got a high gain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so technically you can really get three channels out of that.
There's a lot more to it than just the spec sheet makes it look.
Yeah. I mean, forget spec sheets, just play with them.
Exactly.
I'm no good.
Exactly.
They would make sense to you. They would go with, whatever. I just like to, and like I say, whenever I tried an amp, ever, it's always how well that cleans up. It's got to be.
Yeah.
It has to be for me, for my style, and for what I like doing. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and so much volume on them as well that when you're using them live, you're never in any danger of like, am I going to be drowned out by the drummer or the bassist?
Turn it down. What's that up? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, you can't hear them complain if you keep turning it up, right?
Yeah. Mind you, it's because of the drummers. I've got tinnitus in that ear.
Yeah.
It's a blooming snare drum. Ow.
The rolling back and the volume control thing was something that I didn't experiment too much with when I had them.
Right.
Doing the live performances, we had a sound and we just going.
Yeah. Which is cool.
But seeing that nuance has opened up something about these amps that I had suspected but hadn't ever tested out, and it's good to know. I'm surprised by just how well they're able to clean up under.
It's got to. If it doesn't, then I'm not interested.